potentially losing thousands of dollars. Let's talk about it.
So I just got scammed. Let me tell you how this happened. I'm trying to sell my car on Facebook Marketplace. Someone interested sends me a message. Hey, I'm interested. Yada yada yada. Can we meet up? Any issues? Like they show like they're legitly interested. Then they tell you to go to this website called vehiclesregistry.com. And they're like, hey, buy this report so I can see if the car's all right. And you put your VIN number in there and everything like that. And then I'm like, well, can I just get a Carfax report? And he's like, oh, no, it's not the same. I'm like, all right, I'll buy it. $60. I was like, oh, okay, I'll buy it. $60. So I buy the report. I'm like, send it to the guy. He's like, cool, I'll meet up with you tomorrow at 11. Well, today comes at 11. Guy never answers, blocked me on Facebook Messenger, never saw it. And when I look at the transaction, it's some like Pakistani name, PayPal, something. So everything got stolen. So normally the story is don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that. Anytime you're messing with anyone on Facebook Marketplace, never send them information. They don't need anything purchased for them. If they want something like that done, make their butts buy it. You know what I mean? One that I actually almost got scammed on was someone sent me a Venmo and they wanted me to tap in and put my information in to get it. And as soon as I saw it, I think sometimes you're just like, you forget, right? You're getting the emotions. You're like, all right, let me just click on this. Let me accept my payment. And I was like, something seems weird about this. I noticed the link was like off and I started looking at it and I was like, this does not look legit. So I just like deleted the guy's information. I was like, I'm not taking this on. But it's just so easy. Like you have to be on alert at all times. And stuff like this to, receiving a Venmo to, other stuff we're going to talk about today, you have to be careful because people can literally lose thousands and thousands of dollars. I have one in particular that I'm going to tell you about in a little bit, so stay tuned.
Tell me why no one prepares you for getting your identity stolen. If you can't tell, I had my identity stolen, and I'm going to tell you what to do if you end up in my situation. First things first, you need to call your banks, any bank you bank with, even if they don't have that bank account's information. You need to tell them to close your account, and then you're going to have them open a new account and transfer all your money over. Next thing you're going to do is call the big creditors. There's 3 different big creditors, and you can look them up online. You're going to tell them to freeze your credit and also let them have an alert on your account. So if anyone tries to open credit in your name, it'll stop it. You can also do this on their websites most of the time. You're then going to file a police report. You might have to argue with the police department for a little bit. My police department was like, you can't file your police report for this unless you have a letter from your bank. But the bank needs the police report to file the investigation. So if this happens to you, you're going to say, please cite the law that says this is required. They won't be able to cite it. If you didn't close your accounts fast enough or whatever, and you see unusual charges in your account, you're going to call your bank. If it's just charges that are credit payments or anything like that, they can just do that quickly. Unauthorized payments are easy. Now, if they forge checks from your name like they did to me, it's not so easy. They're going to make you submit a notarized official affidavit. The affidavit requires a police report number. Usually you can get notarized if you can go in person to your bank branch, but if you don't live near your bank like me, then you're going to have to get a notary to do it in your area. If they've drained you of all your money, you can't afford that notary, but you're going to have to figure it out like I did. You're going to send that in. Anything from a credit or an unauthorized charge should be back to you within 48 hours. And if they drained it in a different way, then it's probably going to take a week to 90 days. Now, if they have your social security number, you have to call the social security people. They probably won't answer you. Keep calling until they answer you. If it's on the weekend, they might just not, but if it's on the weekday, keep calling until they answer you. To be on the safe side, change all your passwords. Would love to know how there's not just easy resources on this. If you have MasterCard, they have an ID theft protection program where they will scan the dark web for all of your information. I just discovered all of this. Then you need to go through anything that you make recurring payments on. So like your rent or like literally like your Spotify subscription. Change that all over to the new bank account, assuming you still have money left and they didn't drain you of all your life savings. The final thing I want to reiterate is that the police department says that they cannot file your police report. They can. Ask to speak to a detective or someone higher up because they will throw a tantrum about doing their job. Not all banks have 24/7 fraud hotlines. If you have a small local bank, you won't be able to contact them till a weekday on a business hour. That's going to really suck. You should probably also reach out to your credit card if you have one. I cried for 3 hours on the phone with my bank today. Please send help.
That sounds miserable. Oh my gosh, that is one thing I do not want to happen to me, is have my identity stolen. Now, speaking of getting your identity stolen, recently we just had one of the largest data breaches in history. And over 1.2 billion, yes, billion with a B, people were affected. This is including more than 1 billion Facebook accounts, being one of the largest social media data breaches we've seen. Now, to help protect myself from things like this, I use a product that is actually today's sponsor, Aura. If you've ever wondered how scammers get your phone number or why your inbox is filled with spam emails, this is the reason why. There are companies called data brokers that collect and sell your personal information. Trying to clean that up on your own is nearly impossible. And that's exactly why I have been using Aura for months now. Before Aura, I used to get spam calls constantly. I mean, we're talking literally multiple times every single day. But after signing up, those calls have dropped massively. Aura automatically removes your personal data from data broker sites and keeps it off. You don't have to deal with confusing legal forms or manual requests. They take care of everything for you. And it doesn't stop there. Aura is like having an entire digital security team in your pocket. You get alerts if your information shows up on the dark web, real-time fraud notifications from your bank and credit agencies, a built-in VPN, antivirus, and password manager all in one, plus up to $5 million in identity theft insurance and 24/7 US-based support. Guys, these data broker companies are making billions off of selling your information. Enough is enough. That's why I trust Aura. Now, if this interests you, make sure you check out the link in my description. I'll also have a pinned comment as well, where you can start protecting yourself today.
You may think you're dumb, but are you buy a $30,000 vacation package scam dumb? Because Josh and I are. We went to Punta Cana earlier this year, and we just sat out on the beach, gluttonous, drank, eat, all the good stuff. And then they hit us with we'll give you a $300 gift certificate for massages, which will cover your massages, if you just sit through this 1-hour presentation. And we're like, hell freaking yeah, we can say no at the end. We're still going to get the certificate. So we go to this presentation. The guy that meets us, buttering us up. He's like, you guys are awesome. He like basically was like, we should go out tonight, like trying to be our friend. We fell for it. We freaking fell for it. And then he brings in the big guns. The big guns was this British guy with circular spectacles, and he basically laid out all these packages. He's like, all right, well, there's a silver package and it's $15,000. And he goes through and he's like, you'll get 3 weeks free at this other resort, and you can go to this resort and this resort, and you'll have a good time. And then he's like, no, you don't want that one though. You don't want that one. He goes, the gold package is $20,000, and you get 5 free weeks, and you get to go to this resort, this resort, this resort, and it's really nice. Don't get me wrong. It's really, 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 really nice. He goes, but I can tell that you're the type of people, you're platinum people. And he lays out this platinum package for $30,000. He goes, you get 6 free weeks. You get all inclusive. You get to bring your friends. And we're like, wow, Josh is over there like, let's sign right now. And I'm like, is that the best you can do? $30,000? Is that the best you can do? I'm skeptical as hell. I'm over here like, I don't have that kind of money. Josh doesn't have that kind of money. So I basically was like, yeah, no, we can't. It's too expensive. And then he goes, he like takes a deep breath. He's like, well, let me see what I can do. Whips out a calculator. We can give you the platinum package for $17,000. And Josh was like, all right, that sounds pretty good. So Josh and I signed up for the platinum package. I go on Google afterwards, and I Google this vacation package. It's called UVC. So many complaints. Everybody's like, don't do it. It's a scam. Don't do it. It's terrible. You're going to regret it. Worst decision I ever made. It's so hard to use. They don't tell you half the stuff that you get. And like the contract was like in Spanish. And we're such idiots. That's not even half of it.
Oh my gosh. First off, Homegirl's a great storyteller. I'm going to give her that. I mean, I was glued to the clip. But oh my gosh, guys. First off, any major decision like that, I at least sleep on it for a minimum 1 night. A minimum. I'm definitely not making any major financial decision while I'm, cocktailed up at good old Mexico. I'll tell you that much. And I've heard horror stories of these, timeshare packages or whatever it is that they bought. They are horrible investments. Horrible investments. Never do them. Never sign up for them. Never buy a timeshare. Just all you guys got to do, think about this, right? If you're thinking about you're in a thing like this where they're trying to sell you, they give you free massages or whatever it is, and then you look at the bill, it's like you have $15,000 for this timeshare package. Think about the vacation you could take for $15,000. I'm talking, premium class seats to Hawaii at a nice resort for, however long that's going to get you. That's not a bad trip instead of spending it on some useless, scammy timeshare package. Oh boy. Please don't do that.
Bro, you sure it's not fake?
Buddy.
Yeah.
Why are you holding it down so hard? Look. It's literally a scanner. We could call the police right now. Look, this is the real one.
Like,
I have it all on
bro. Like, I
Don't
thought you
use your
checked
cards
it.
in places like this. They're trying to steal your information.
Yeah, just be careful.
Why are you acting confused? You knew that was there.
Like, come on, bro. Look, get his name and everything, because he's saying that you
What's your
checked it
name?
and you confirmed
My
it.
name is. The guys come over here, give me cigarette, they put.
Yeah, but I thought you checked it. You even
don't-
said
You said that it was
You said
real.
you checked, but obviously not, bro.
We put.
Look,
tape
this is the
this
real
side.
tapper. What is this?
We put tape here. Now this one new.
So
thing.
how come it says
They
right here,
cover
tap to
for-
pay? If tap's up here, why does it say right here, tap to pay?
I also need this. Give me. I want to click.
No, we can
No,
call the
bro,
police.
yeah.
This is
I need
evidence.
to click this for show my boss.
No, it's fine, bro. We'll show him the video and shit.
Yo, first off, that couple's got some balls. Going into the store and just ripping off the scanner. I've never thought about doing that. I'll be honest with you. Never am I scoping it out. I'd be like, I'm about to tear the shit out of this scanner. That's wild, first off. But that's scary. The fact that I could be, tapping my my old credit card and brrr, all my information is taken by the old dudes at 7-Eleven or wherever the heck they were. Wild. Gosh dang it, we have to be careful with everything. What a wild time we're living in right now, guys. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me of all the different scams that are out there. You have to be you have to be your head on a swivel at all times. All times. And with having to have our head on a swivel, this is how I'm handling my next spam call. I love this.
Okay, the card has your name on it.
Yes.
All right, and go ahead with the number, please.
It's 3, 2, 1. Good evening. We are live on television right now with an investigation into scam callers. We have the FBI on the line. They are tracking this phone number as we speak. Sir, what is your full name again?
Yo, I love that. So one thing that we like to do, anytime I see a spam call coming on my phone, I let my son take it. I'm like, here, bud, answer this. Have fun with him. And he likes to, just whatever the hell an 8-year-old can think of. But it is fun to watch him handle the spam callers when he takes those phone calls. He's got to have fun with it, right? It's annoying, yes, but I let him take it and have fun.
All right, listen, people, listen. It's a new scam going on. Now, let me put y'all on before somebody gets scammed, okay? Somebody will send you a package to your house. You don't know where it came from. It will be a free gift. It might be cologne. It might be shoes. It might be a PS5. You never know. It might be car parts, okay? But it's free. And in the box will be the gift. And then it will also be a card, okay? A business card. And it will have a QR code on it with instructions. And it will tell you to scan the QR code, okay? When you scan that QR code, you're done. Your info is stolen. That's the whole point. Because people like free things. And the scammers know people like free things. So they send you a free gift so you can scan this QR code thinking you about to get a you welcome letter. And you just gave your info away. Don't get scammed, man. Send this to somebody you know so they don't get scammed.
Jeez, man. You guys have to be careful out there, right? I mean, it's happening all the time. Now, the one big scam that happened to me years ago, not me personally, but had to do with me, I hate this story. I really do hate it because I know it's happened to a lot of people that didn't tell me about it. But back when I used to talk about like investing and I'd share my, investment portfolio and stuff like that, I would get scammers in the comments that would make fake channels, and they would look, they'd have my profile picture and everything. And then they would comment on people who commented on my video, and they would say, hey, invest with me, blah, blah, blah. And my viewers would think that would be me commenting to them, and then they would take them to this, website, and they'd make them, pay them in Bitcoin and all this other stuff. And I got a DM one morning. I checked it, and I said, from this, sweet lady. And she's like, hey, JJ, I've been investing with you for the past, 2 months or so, but I think something's a little off. And I'm like, oh, no. So I asked her, I was like, well, what's going on? What happened? Come to find out, she invested, I think it was like $15,000 or something like that. And she's like, I really need my money back. What can we do? I don't know how to handle this. I was like, I don't know. Like, I had no idea. I mean, I tried to like share it in videos and stuff like that, but my heart broke for her because of that stuff was going on, and there was no way I could stop it. I mean, I had keywords, and I would try to block stuff when I would see things in certain links, and I tried to prevent it, and I would mention it in posts and videos all the time, and that hurt me. And then I also had a close person in my personal life reach out to me, and the same thing happened to them. They commented on one of my videos, they reached out, the scammer contacted them, said, hey, you can invest with me. They thought it was me, which, I was going to be like, why didn't you reach out to me in my personal, contact information? But you just got to be careful, guys. That's the moral of this, is we have to be careful in everything that we do. If it sounds too good to be true, it most likely is.